Greetings everyone, today I would like to continue my random talk about the random stuff, and it has been a long time since I made my last English speaking video. I don't remember where I was, because this for many years I've been working in a service sector. Every day someone is like visiting my shop, every day someone is ordering something, every day I'm doing it and saying thank you, and I developed this simple mind where I do not remember things that I was doing several weeks ago, months ago, or like years ago. So I'm having this simple brain. Somehow I sometimes develop some ideas, and I have to put these ideas on my notebooks or diaries. Since I do not have diaries, I use internet. It's a better place, a public place to keep my notes. So today's video is not so this important. It's like one of my this idea keeping videos. Today I would like to explain a very religious word here in Mongolia, Bishrel, and what this Bishrel means. It's something to do with your wish. If you're a fan of something, we say Bishrel. No. We say Bishrel. No. No. We say Bishrel. Yeah. Do you get the word? Bishrel. No. Yeah, it's like good Mongolian word, I'm sorry. I decided not to delete now, these bloopers, because that one was the real me. And okay, let me continue to explain word Bishrel. What does it mean? This means to devote yourself to something. Your heart belongs to this thing, or you're being some in some happy state of mind, where you experiencing an ecstasy, something like that. And when you say fan of something, you say Bishrel. So also it means religious fanatic or devotee, or you're experiencing something awesome that you are like being breathless, or you are doing like this something like that, like some fan is meeting the celebrity, something like that. So this something to do with individual experience or individual desire or wish. Also, it's something to do with reality. It has to be something real. You cannot say that this Bishrel to God. Strange, this Bishrel. I'm having a Bishrel to a God. No, you don't say that. You say I have a trust, or I have belief. I have this. I guess you cannot say it. Itril in God. But Bishrel is also this faith belief or desire, something like that, but in some real way. In order to explain this word in English, one needs to be very creative, I guess. Yeah, you can believe in the like God of items in a Bishrel way, you know. So there has to be, this wish, and there has to be something real. So this creates Bishrel. I'm sorry. Yeah. So something like that. In order to fully understand this word, one needs to use the science of use. This English-speaking tools. When you're experiencing this Bishrel, you're experiencing reality. You're having this chemical stuff inside your brain called serotonin. You are feeling extremely happy. So there has to be a reality. What is a reality? What is a reality? Reality must be a product of nature. So there is a nature. Nature is divided into two parts, like living and non-living. From non-living things, we also can experience Bishrel. So, what exactly we this experience? We experience the energy. What energy can be? We usually experience power. Yeah, power. From living, we usually experience, when you look at the living things, what do this experience? You may experience disgust. The other thing that you may experience is Bishrel. So, this, if you find this living thing beautiful, so there has to be beauty. So, what power and beauty can create? It can create, this some sense of, this some sense, this. It's some kind of unique sense. It's kind of hard to explain, this part. From this power and beauty and your the way you sense stuff, you get our main word, Bishrel. Yeah, something like that. So this thing is also connected with this another stuff. We are this experiencing living beauty, and we are having this our this five senses, like hearing, seeing, and this. It's also this the way we thinking. When we hear a word, we think, and this thinking, maybe it's a wishful thinking, creates, you know, this Bishrel. So these things, these power things should have some kind of, you know, these skills. It should be skillful. It should be talented. You do not, you know, this. You do not. You know, this. Not so, you know, this talented stuff. But life is strange. You know, this. There can be some sportsman. The sportsman is not winning. The dude never wins, but he is handsome. He's beautiful. He's like well-built guy. So he end up having some fans. You know, this fangirl clubs and something like that. So it's very strange. You may not have skills, but if you have beauty and some kind of power and sense, you still can trigger, you know, this trigger the yeah. So when this skill and talent, you know, this fulfills, you know, this our expectations, expected, or maybe it can be even unexpected stuff. This unexpected, you know, this stuff must, you know, this fulfill our desires. When our desires is like fulfilled, we tend to, you know, this experience happiness. So yeah, something like that. So this is the chemical, you know, this symbol for serotonin, the chemical that makes us, you know, this happy, something like that. Maybe I have, you know, this messed, you know, this mixed with, you know, this the last word. The last should be happiness. If the desires is full healing, if it is this, if this our wishes and desires are fulfilled, we should experience the happiness, something like that. So the reality, nature, and, you know, the five senses, and we, you know, this reaching this voila, you know, this great happiness, something like that. So here you have this word here, not here or not there, but somewhere here. So let me make it big, and let me make this one is big, and this is the chemical symbol for a serotonin, the happiness chemical. So I told you that Bishrel was a religious, you know, this term. I will show you how this thing connects with other religious words. Let me draw a star. Since the head or A should be here, then there should be B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, something like that. So to draw such a, you know, this star, one can be able to create AC, and CE, and EB, and BD, D and A. Oh. I'm sorry. D and A. D and A. So there can be total like 10, not 10, 5 religious words that work together, and like CE is impossible. Like you say this word, then say this word. This is possible, but you do not say EC, something like that. So I was digging Mongolian, this language, and I noticed that this the top word, the very important word is faith or belief, or it's itgil. Itgil. Then you have Zorik here, and I'm looking at my notes, and here we having our Bishrel. Yeah. Then we are having word Zutgil, and finally we are having Hostel. So this means faith, belief, like belief in faith in God, belief in God, something like that. This means courage. This means this, this religious experience or in cultural experience. This is, this awesome stuff, ecstasy, like this fan stuff, and you are having. Dukil means struggle or effort. You're you're working hard, something like that, and this is wish and desire. So we say itgil Bishrel, Bishrel, Husil. It's also possible. Husil Zörg, also possible. Zörg Zutgil, also possible. Zutgil itgil, also possible. So there can be this some kind of rotating this symbolism, not symbolism, way you read stuff. But there's something that is impossible. For example, you cannot say Bishrel itgil. You do not say, because this is usually behind itgil. You do not say something like that. So I noticed that there was some kind of this one way direction in the case of religious words. How to explain it? It's like this. You can say a bucket of water. It totally makes sense, but you cannot say a water of bucket. So there has to be some kind of this logical way why we say faith and ecstasy, or you cannot say ecstasy faith, something like that. And according to this my book, things usually in Mongolian language go this way and this way. It's like this writing, face is looking this way, and we are writing down. So what kind of this use this can have? I don't know. I did not include this this stuff in my book because this teacher said that this we are using these words because we used to say like that, and words this can change their this positions any time. It depends on how we view things. So in my book there is something something called the direction. In this direction, I'm having this symbol. I wonder if you can see this. I'm sorry for this long video. It is because maybe I'm like excited. I'm very excited right now. I did not have much these drinks. So, according to my idea, here in Mongolia, things go like this. Even the words will go like this, like this, going down. Gel. Bishrel. It's possible because it's going down. It's possible. Itgel. It's also possible because it's going down. So it's possible. Things always should go like this. There should be zörg and so husil zörg, something like that. So because there is no such thing going, this up, sometimes it can work, but in the most cases, or we used to say itgil. So everything is going down, and we also can, since you're going, this front and down, we also can say zörg. So I can create something like this. The idea is that this line does not exist. We do not say Bishrel, Husil. We do not say. Question: what the hell this is? This useful for? Well, I noticed that this Nordics use this symbol a lot. This, together with the small, this hole, you create, this the hammer of Thor, or the male symbol. So these Nordics are being Tauric masculine. It's not a toxic masculinity. So in the case of Mongols, this hammer should be added with something like that. So, but maybe something like that. So, yeah, it can be like, this, some unique necklace here in Mongolia, because our brain works this way, and the reason why I did not, include this stuff, because this thing, or this thing, can we place it like this, or like that, or like this. Anything can be, this flipped in this way. But the thing is like, this basically going this way. Maybe it's going like this, but it's going somewhere, and with some, how to say, direction. It's not going like, this going back it's going one way, it's like, you know, the running of time. It's constantly going one direction. It's never going back. Oh, well, that's pretty much for today, and I'm sorry for a long video. Bye. Bishrel.